and guy Leslie Wexler. You see what I'm saying? Here in Ohio, south of Cleveland, around New Albany and Columbus, these Edomites are grabbing up a whole bunch of land, and what they're doing is putting these data systems there and all these AI buildings to do what? To put out mass surveillance upon these people. Man. You see what I'm saying? They also bring in that CBDC. Ohio is now known as the new Silicon Valley.
I was just saying that. Yep.
You know, so if you know what Silicon Valley was about, it's about technology, man. Now they're transferring in here. In Ohio, right, Cleveland is one of the first, it's going to be one of the first cities to be turned into a 15-minute city, man. Yep. See, that's what it's all about, 15-minute cities. You're going to be on the grid, man, all right?
This Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword. Yeah. Right, and that's referring to Esau Edom, the sword that he has with the nuclear missiles, right, the guns. You see what I'm saying? Esau Edom is the only nation that dropped atomic bombs on individuals, right? But they're telling others that they can't have it.
Right.
That's it. Right. The point is, you know, the Lord said, let the weak say I'm strong. So all these things.
Yeah, that's my name. No, that's my name. No, that's my name.
This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that's what you see in Esau Edom do all over the earth right now. He oppressing a man for his heritage, taking over country through violence. He's even talking about right now, he ain't even finished the war in Iran. He already saying he about to invade Cuba now. You know?
Yeah, like taking Cuba. You don't even know that Cuba. Well, the people know that Cuba is allies with Russia.
Right.
See, so that's gonna bring in more conflict, man. See?
Allies with Russia and Iran.
Yep.
Because Cuba gave them a lot of help. And when Donald Trump went in and did what he did to Venezuela and with Cuba and all these people, you know, that actually was a strategic attack. You know, to set up the playing field, man. You know, to close their back doors, if you will. You know, to deal with Venezuela, not deal with, it's really stole everything.
Right.
You know,
What is it? Ill-gotten gains.
yeah.
You know, what it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, right? The kingdom is transferred from one to another. You see, that's what's about to take place. You seen it right now, man. He's getting these riches gotten by ill-gotten gains, and guess what's going to happen, man? He's going to lose all of them because we're going to take it, man. If we are the hopeful elect, man. Well, if we are the elect, man, we are the hopeful. See, when Yahweh Shah comes back, we're going to be transformed, and we're going to be taking over this place, man, and restoring order and righteousness to the point where people are going to start rejoicing, man. Nobody's rejoicing in this fucking society, man.
Yep.
People are literally, they're depressed. They got to work all fucking day, man. 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. Can you imagine that, man? See, but that's what's going to take for us, you know, to get through the kingdom, man. We have to fulfill the prophecy of the black horse. You can grab that, Revelation 6 still, right? Because inflation is going to increase, man. All right, hyperinflation will take place, and you people are going to suffer. You don't know how to suffer, man. You see what I'm saying? We suffer while we in this truth, man. You see what I'm saying? You people are going to suffer and not know what the fuck is going on, man.
This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 5. And when he opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse.
Right, that black horse represents balance, man. Okay, you got it.
It says, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
Yeah, the balances, man. I think if you go to that word, a pair of balances, it's the word zugos. I think it's zugos. All right. And then you get the definition on that. Right, because the Lord is a power of balance, and by Him actions are ways, are weighed. He says also, what is that? A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So the Lord is bringing balance back in this place, man. Because Because you Americans, you love to waste your goods, man. You love to live beyond your means. All right, so the Lord's about to bring you low, man.
All right, this is pair of balance in this verse. It's G2218 zugos. All right, it's a Greek word. It says a yoke that is put on drought cattle.
Right.
It says that of slavery.
Yep.
That's what it represents too as well.
Yep.
It says used of any burden or bondage, of troublesome laws imposed on one. It says a balanced pair of scales, the troublesome laws, right there. Right, the troublesome laws, right? The scriptures let us know that Esau, Edom, he'll put draconian laws in place, right, to cause pain upon you. That's why the Lord said He's going to return and set up one who is profitable. The one who is profitable is Yahushua. Esau, Edom is not a profitable ruler. Look at the earth, man.
Right.
Look at the shit that takes place. Look at the things you got to go through on a day-to-day basis. All right, what Orlando Brown ass say? The things the Lord gave us for free. You make us pay for wood. Orlando Brown, that is funny in that shit. He was speaking, man, like this the stuff that the Lord gave us for free, but you find a way to put a charge on everything. This damn devil charged for air,
water.
Right.
How the fuck you charge for air, water, the principal things that we need, man?
Oil. It come from the ground. It come from the Heavenly Father. You devils, man, you got a lot of pay for hijacking all of the Lord's creation and turning it wicked, weaponizing it against the people. You gonna pay for that shit, man.
You're supposed to be trading. Every nation has something that another nation needs. That's how the Lord set it up. Right? What America has, Ukraine probably needs. What Ukraine has, America needs. You could just trade for that. You see what I'm saying? It don't have to be Edomite's face on a dollar,
right?
To measure up to
proper measure.
Buying and selling. What you say?
No, I was gonna say, and also that goes to show you how unjust the weighting system is here, because America used their military to make the dollar be forced on everybody. You see, where the brother just said we supposed to just be trading, because what you got spices and oils over here in Turkey. You know why I gotta come through with my nukes and be like, no, we just gonna take y'all shit, okay? Because that's what America does. It doesn't offer a righteous trading system. Then you got the tariffs. You put taxes. We'll put more taxes on stuff coming out, going to your country or coming into the country. And then we want lesser taxes when we export stuff to you. It's all fucking off, bro. And that's why Yahweh Shem Shah has to come back and set the balances straight.
Yeah. Another example. You go to work, they tax your check before you get it. And then you go out and spend that same check that was taxed, and everything else is taxed. Whatever items you buy is taxed. Like, that shit is crazy. So they double tax you. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit is unbelievable, the amount of money that they getting from their citizens, but they say they're helping. They're not helping. They're sending all that shit to Israel. You see what I'm saying? That's what's happening.
And that's why a lot of people are saying they about to stop filing their taxes. Which, if that was the case, you should have been did that shit, man. It's too late for that now.
What's that?
Filing their taxes. They said they're gonna stop doing it. It's gonna be a revolt. People gonna stop doing it. But you don't know that when you stop filing your taxes, you are known as a terrorist now, man.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Because you're speaking out against the IRS, man. And they don't. And that's the place that pretty much runs the United States of America, which is not even an American entity, man. It's not even here. I don't think the IRS is even, the building is even on this earth, man. Not on this earth, but on this landmass, man. You see?
It says, Revelation 6:6, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Hurt not the oil and the wine, man, which represents this truth, man, because this is the only thing that's going to be available at that time, if you might say. Right? You got to come get it from the men of the Lord, man. But it said a measure of wheat for a penny, man. So you're going to have to, and a penny is a day's wages, man. See, in the Roman Empire, you used to get paid by sundown, man. All right? And take that money and buy a loaf of bread with it. You see what I'm saying? And they said Roman soldiers was making back then what it was around probably what $300 a day. Something along the lines of that, and they would take that money and go buy a portion of some fucking food, man. See, that's what's coming here, man. This mentioned throughout the scriptures of how famine is going to take place, and how the Israelites had to pay 50 shekels for some doves done. You see what I'm saying? See, it's going to get way more worse than that in these times, man.
That's what it is.
And bread is supposed to mold after a day. See, this bread that we have here is it has a lot of preservatives in it. So what you're eating is that you're gonna be paying for. It's really I ain't gonna say it, but it's gonna be on high as it is, man. You see?
GMOs.
Yup.
Or it's another word that they use, especially in like Aldi's and things like that. Instead of GMO, it'll say genetically modified.
Yeah.
You know, or it'll say I forgot.
Unnatural.
Yeah. I forgot the other one though, but they trying to go away from GMO.
Artificial flavors.
Yeah, artificial flavors. It's several. It all means the same shit. It's
Yeah.
fake food.
It
So
ain't
you can't
fucking
get caught
real.
up. You know, even when they say it's organic, it's
Yeah,
still it's not organic, man. You know,
like the apostles say, get the worst of the best when you buy your food, and that's really like saying pick the lesser of two evils. That's the options you got in this wicked ass kingdom. You got to get the best of the worst food in order to get sick less, because you gonna get sick. I went out and grabbed something to eat last night and woke up in the middle of the night with a violent throw up, brother.
Damn.
You see, off some food that I ate in this wicked ass kingdom last night. I woke up sick as a motherfucker this morning. You know, and it just dawned on me when I was riding the camp, because I was trying to figure out why did I get so sick like that. I don't do that, and it was this food I ate last night. Some fucking some rice and some pineapples with chicken breasts from a restaurant. I'm not going to say the restaurant's name, but I ain't never going there again for sure. You know, but huh? Yeah, that's man, bro. Shit.
You know, but that's like it says our food will be defiled amongst the Gentiles. So we don't know what the fuck we eating here. So imagine when this system, he implements this system, and you got the MOTB, and he's able to check your body levels and your vitamins and all that. He's gonna tell you what you can eat and what you can't eat, man. Ultimate control, man. You see, hey, what the nigga say? Humans are nothing but dumb, stupid, trapped, pack animals. Man.
Yup.
You see what I'm saying? He said we're gonna be able to have surveillance inside and outside of the body, man. Look, you type in a nigga name, man. He should still be on YouTube, man.
Yeah, he's still up there. Yup.
that shit. You got cameras on every light. Everything is documented now. Everything. You know, it's an eye in the sky. You see all this shit, man. There's cameras every fucking where, man.
What's that Skynet?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's all going into what? Being able to be like the Lord.
Yep.
That's what they want to do. And that's what's that, Daniel 7?
Oh, yeah.
Like Daniel chapter 7, and verse 25? Oh, we just read that.
But I got one. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 26. It says the principal things of the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. So these are the principal things, man. The chiefest things, the most important things that we need in life, man. All right. It says all these things are for the good to the godly. So to the sinners, they are turned into evil, man. You see, so Esau takes these things and he weaponizes them. Beautiful word, brother.
Yep.
Like I was watching Redacted with Natalie and Clay Morris.
Yeah.
And they was talking about how the raincoats, for them to be, that was the rain repellent, it has to have PFAs on there, which is called forever chemicals. See what I'm saying? They don't tell you that the forever chemicals that you put on is actually making you sick. It's actually destroying you. See, every aspect in this man's society is meant to destroy you, man.
Yep.
Okay? It's not here to help you. It's not, his healthcare system is not here to help you. See what I'm saying? Nothing. You would think, oh man, I need to go to the hospital. They can help me. Nigga, you gonna come out way fucking worse, man. You see what I'm saying? They had a hospital. Go ahead,
addict.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
your ass on all these different opiates and shit,
God.
and then take you right off it, and now you going to the streets to sell medication. So many people went through that shit because they had an accident that they or their limb was broken or whatever, and they went to the doctors, and the doctors, like you said, they came out worse. With a fucking addiction. That's just crazy.
Yeah, they say it's a not hotel, but it's a hospital in L.A. The irony is called Martin Luther King Hospital, I guess. And they said, nigga, don't go there, you ain't gonna never come out. They said a lot of niggas when they go in there, they don't come out, man. See these hospitals, man, we ain't I do a strike for that shit, man. So go ahead.
The yard. That's where I went yesterday. I couldn't
Yard?
even think of it. Yeah, the yard. Don't go to the yard.
Right. Leave that shit alone.
Yeah.
That shit tastes like yard. Don't do that shit. But that's what they was doing during the C-19.
Yeah.
You'll go in that motherfucker for a common cold, and now they doing all these tests on you and
pushing
shit.
that shit up your fucking nose.
And a lot of people got injured from that.
Yeah.
Because what they was doing is scraping the membrane, like the brain, parts of the brain right here. Up there.
You talking about when they was scoping you?
Yeah,
one of my relatives passed away from that.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yep.
That's crazy.
She went in to get they didn't even have the jab out yet. They was just doing that. She went in to get that done, bro. 2 days later, she had a brain aneurysm. Went back to the spirit world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly, because they pushed that shit up.
Yep.
Man, these people gotta go, man.
Yep.
And then they don't even tell you what information came out that all the tests, they actually had the shit on there. They was giving it to you.
Yes,
You know what I'm
brother.
saying? So like,
Yes.
so if you took the test, you most likely got that shit.
Yep.
Man.
Then you went and took the, you know what?
Yeah.
You got sick.
Yeah,
These motherfuckers
Esau
diabolical
nasty,
people, bro.
You got
telling
people still dropping dead from taking this plane.
Nah.
People dropping dead from taking it, man.
Yep.
This Sirach chapter 12, I already did.
Oh, I got a testimony. I got it right after you that in regards to that.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So it don't matter how much you polish iron, the rust is gonna come back.
Yeah.
So it's just like Esau Edom. You can love him all you want. He can't help but be wicked.
Yeah.
The Lord created him to be the wicked.
Yep.
It says, verse 11, though he humbled himself and go crouching, right? Hey, even predators crouch before they attack. You see? So you got to know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
It says, Sirach chapter 12 verse 11, though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. You see? So you can't change this man. Can a leopard change his spots?
Yeah,
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
All right? No, this man is going to be the wicked until the Lord take him out.
Yeah.
It says, verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Right? We remember to this day that he's the enemy, and we should never trust him, man.
Yep.
That's what we telling you. Hey, don't trust the damn devil. Right? He's there to deceive you. He's there to be your adversary,
This is Proverbs chapter 16 and 4.
Suck it. Let me get this
Con,
last one. Sirach chapter 12, verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So it's the same thing with his ass. Ain't nobody gonna pity you if you constantly playing with a serpent.
Yep.
If you constantly playing with Esau Edom, messing with your life, all you Israelites that hang with Edomites, look at it. He might be Jake, I don't know. But all you Jakes that hang with Edomites, you found hanging. You found hanging at golf course in front of police stations and shit. but you keep trusting your enemy. That's why you end up in that position.
Yeah,
that's just an example.
The nigga woman getting put to death, fucking with them. You know, you thought you got a better deal, and now you in the spirit world.
Right, because you fucking with a snake.
Yep.
Right, and that's a poisonous snake.
Yep.
He's a poisonous adder.
Yep.
What's that? What's that? Psalms 53.
Yep.
You know, you got it.
This is Proverbs chapter 16 and 4. It says, "The Lord Yahweh have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil." That's all this man was created for, to bring bad times. That's what evil means, bad times. Okay? And he's going to continue to do that because he would be going off if he didn't do what he does. That's what you people got to understand. So real quick, a testimony about the juicy juice. Yesterday, one of my high school buddies hit me up that I hadn't talked to since 2023. And at that time, one of my other buddies had went back to the spirit world. And I know why he went back now, for sure. So then I'm talking to him. Mind you, I'm the youngest out the group. I'm 52. So everybody else 53 and up. Brother, when I tell you, this nigga had a heart attack. And I asked him, because he was telling me, I'm getting proteins in my heart. My heart started racing. You know, I couldn't breathe. I said, well, what was going on? This is what he telling me on the phone yesterday. I just came at him. I was like, did you take that shit, bro? Just be honest. Silence. I was like, you took it. He said, I ain't have a choice.
No.
Wait. So I just went down the road. I was like, did Sean do it? Because Sean, that's my buddy we was talking with back in 2023. Man just died. I was like, yeah. I was like, did Will do it? He was like, he need a lung. This nigga, these my brothers I went to high school with. He need a lung, bro. He is not even 53 yet. Well, he about to be 53. He took that. And then my other buddy, Mark. All my buddies from high school probably gonna be in the spirit world. If you ever see this video, it is what it is. Y'all niggas gonna be in the spirit world probably before the Lord come back.
Yeah, it's not like you wasn't warned.
Right.
The prophet's been out here telling you not to take it.
Bruh.
Family members constantly taking in the shit. I remember I got into it with my own mother. She listening to the word. I'm like, don't take that shit. I'm glad she listened. I don't know. She probably snuck and took it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She probably told me, nah, I ain't gonna take it, and went and took it. Because I remember I told her don't take that shit. Then I think she took it because she ended up staying like away. She was sick for a couple days. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. You know, we constantly warn. When the prophets come out and warn you and tell you don't do something, you're supposed to listen.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Now your ass is sick. You know what I'm saying? I believe my dad took it. You know what I'm saying? Because they staying sick now. The reason why you staying sick is because of what you did, man.
Yeah, because if they ain't in this truth, man, they most likely took it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Listening to the words.
Yeah. So 9 times, hey, they said back in 2020, well, you had Bill Gates. He said it on the red tape. What is it? TED Talk.
Yep.
He said if we can get the population to take these juices, we could drop the population down by I don't know how much percentage, but that's what his mindset was. These juices came out of nowhere, man.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And you're not supposed to put none of that shit in your body anyway, man. Speaking to you Israelites.
And for all the people that ushered in this cruel Lord in the office, who issued the jab?
Yeah.
It was him.
Yeah.
It was called Operation Warp Speed.
That's it.
And they got that shit out here so quick, with no test or nothing. Right. They did a few tests on some puppies and killed them, right? And then gave it to you people like fucking test subjects. And now look, you won't never know the real amount of people that went back to the spirit world off that. But the stats say more people went to the spirit world off the antidote than the actual
Yeah, like I remember during that time, the common flu was never had, like it was gone. Yeah. It was anything you got sick with. Oh, that's C19.
Yeah.
Right.
What happened to the common flu?
What happened to a cold?
Right.
Everybody. Yeah,
everybody got.
There you go, brother.
Everybody got it. everybody got, you go to the hospital, you got a common flu symptoms, right? They say you had it, gave you that dose, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's called psychological operations, man. You
Yep.
know, he plays on the people's mental.
Right.
See if they gonna fold.
By spreading fear.
Yep.
And what you people really did was you gave them the green light to say, okay, so now what we need to do, push another agenda like that, another false flag, and then we will drop this goddamn MOTB on them because they gonna get desperate. Look how they acted over not having toilet paper.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Toilet paper, bro.
Well, it was them niggas. The shutdown happened, and them niggas, them bird brain niggas, they thought the most important thing to get right now is tissue.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, I'm not even gonna lie. I made the most money on the internet off of like coupon orders for toilet tissue and tampons. I cleaned up in 2021 on that, bro. For real.
This
Yeah, I got that. This is Job, chapter 13 and 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. Yeah, Esau, Edom's healthcare system is of no value. That's what the Lord's saying. See, we got the herbs, man. We got fasting. We got prayer. You go to that goddamn devil when you finna miss a limb. Outside of that, I stay away from the goddamn this healthcare system because he is no physician. He's a doctor. A doctor is a one who forges a scripture, some type of sorcery medicine for you. You see, he's not gonna help you heal. See, how about Shemashah helps you heal? He's gonna put a band-aid on it so you can keep coming back, so he can sell you drugs. Because believe it or not, Esau Edom is the biggest drug dealer on earth.
That's right.
Okay.
Hey, example of that, like the commercials for these medicines, right?
Yeah.
It shows you how it's not beneficial. It'll help one thing, but then in the side effects,
right?
Liver cancer. You got fucking what is it? One of them said you might possibly die.
Yeah.
So hold on, you trying to heal one thing, but then you take the medicine that can possibly kill you.
That's like when you go for a cancer and you get radiation treatment. Your hair fall out. It kill off the cancer cells, but it kill off all your good cells too.
Yep.
So you end up still dying.
Yep.
You know, because the truth is, it's only through Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua that you can be healed.
Right.
You know,
this Psalm chapter 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Yep.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Yep.
As soon as so when an Edomite get born and he crying, that nigga happy.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? What he crying for? You know what I'm saying? It shows you the mindset, right? That he's lying as soon as he come out the womb. He ain't in no pain. The nigga just crying. You know what I'm saying? But the point is that the wicked just liars, man.
Yeah.
That you can never trust them.
Yeah.
You see? If you trust the wicked, you a fool.
Yeah.
It says...
Yeah, like we're speaking, I'm going to keep bringing it up. The UN, they said the worst thing that ever happened in human history was the transatlantic slave trade. He's telling you that wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing happened to the small hats under Adolf Schicklgruber, man.
Another Edomite.
Yeah, so, they said that was the worst time. The transatlantic slave trade, where tens of millions of Israelites were taken, right? They were taken captive on slave ships. Some died, some threw over into the ocean. That was worse.
Some just said, fuck you. Jump.
And then he tells you that wasn't worse than being gassed to death. And then what even Ronald Reagan even said that was fabricated. Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, to give them their land.
Right.
To have them claim that they're the people.
Oh,
that's a fabricated hell story that they went through. Yep. That shit ain't real, man.
Yep.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. See, the only way you can conquer something is through violence and lies. And then you go into that land and you become the people of that land. I was watching a documentary, and a lot of them small hats over there, they call themselves Jebusites. And I was like, why did they do that?
Yeah.
Because, you know, those are Canaanites.
Right.
Well, it just dawned on me, you know, because really that's who they serve. They serve the gods of Canaan, you see. But over right now, a lot of those peoples over there, they know originally the Canaanites was in that land. So they call themselves Jebusites, Israelis. It was mind blowing.
That don't even make sense.
It doesn't even make sense.
They assimilate.
But this is how they justify being in that land. You had the little Edomite women talking about my people have been here for hundreds of years, you know. And I was like, bitch, what are you talking about? But now it dawned on me they trying to erase what Yahweh did when he came in and kicked them out that land, and they want to connect with the Canaanites that was in that land. Which that's what you do because you serve the gods of Canaan. Okay, you people are filthy. Okay, you're pedophilers. All right, and the only way you can conquer a land is through violence. Okay.
So Psalm chapter 58 and verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the death adder that stoppeth her ear. You see, so you know, you listen to the Esau ear, you receive poison, man. You know, another example of that during that C-19, that damn devil said when he got on TV, he said we need the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans to take this. You know, we was cutting that shit. Left and right, we're like, okay, this shows you.
I didn't see that. Who said that?
Who was that on the
Oh, that was Biden. That was Biden that said that. I think.
This is how he said it.
The
Native Americans and Hispanics.
Bad talking about that. He did.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. And then we instantly started cutting that. Like, this is the worst thing you can do is listen to this devil. And then you had Israelite pimps, right? General Yohana, Bishop Nate telling you to take that shit, man. You see, so it shows you they're gonna be the same ones, man. That ain't the MOTB. Take it. Take, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta do whatever you gotta do to feed your family. Go ahead and take it.
Romans 13, brother.
You gotta follow the law of the land. That shit is wicked, bro.
You know, you don't supposed to do that, man. All right, hey, when the Lord tell you to stand up against something, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, you don't supposed to listen to man, because man is only after their own bellies, man. You know, hey, General Yohana, Bishop Nate, man, y'all got a lot of lives on y'all hands, man. You know, it was several people in their congregation getting sick and shit from that. But guess what? Not one member in GMS was documented, you know, with that shit, you know what I'm saying, or took that shit.
And they didn't lose their jobs.
Yep, yeah.
I remember watching Apostle Tahar talking about some of the brothers from the New York camp that worked with some brothers with IUSC at this particular facility. Yes.
We just talked about this shit, bro.
That's the spirit, bro.
The Lord make it. The Lord give us an example.
Manifest, bro. That's crazy.
They touched their heart after that. Man,
anyway,
you can't make this shit up, man. Wicked. The liberal should not be called liberal, man.
He was saying how all the men that all the men from your IUIC they end up taking a shot and seeing that the spirit left them, and then the men of GMS did take the shot and nobody lost their jobs. The men of IOC, when they got fired, but they were scared because they didn't have faith. So they went and rushed and took it. And they said even when they took it, they felt like the spirit left them. No, but you ain't really in the spirit either way. We don't go to that congregation.
That's crazy.
They were saying how when all that shit came out, they were saying how it's airborne and you know it can get on paper.
6 feet, 6 feet, all that bullshit.
It turns out Lysol killing.
Yeah, right. And Lysol got it had C19 on there.
99.9% get rid of it.
Turns out it wasn't fatal. It was a common cold.
Yeah, you get over it in 2 weeks.
Yep. Just deal with it. You know?
Your body has an immune system.
Right.
If you catch something, you know, your body can overcome that. The Lord gave your body a natural healing system within it. But then what you do, you trust the world and went into their healing system, and now they gave your ass poison to counter your system, right?
This is Psalms 118 and verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. Meaning we not putting our trust in these mere fucking mortals, man.
Nope.
The fact that they said and that was the thing. Once I heard when I heard they said it's airborne and it can travel on paper, I'm like, man, this is some fucking bullshit, man. This and what happened after that? It was all a grab. It was all a grab to get all the coins. You see what I'm saying? Because people ain't using physical paper dollars no more. They wanted to grab the coins out of the system, all right? Because coins hold value. It's a precious metal, man. Even though it's manipulated and mixed with all certain types of metals, it still has value to it, man. So he wanted to get all the cash and the tangible currency out of the system, so he can bring in more digital currency, man. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's scripture say if he doeth any good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the end, he will declare his wickedness, man. This devil's always up to no fucking good, man.
Always. Always.
This is I got Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. All right, and I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, "Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth."
Yeah.
All right, this is what they do. All right, they use you up. You saw verse 7. It says, "Let us fill ourselves."
Yeah, it says as in they use it. Yeah. And, you know, we gon' what Jake say, we gonna ride this bitch to the wheels fall off. So they overdo shit, man. You see what I'm saying? They don't give nobody no fucking rest, man.
None.
They don't get the earth no rest. Yeah. The earth's supposed to have a rest, man. Yeah. That's why the earth don't want to give you no food. Yeah. And you got to create GMOs and shit. You see? It says, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 7. "Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments."
Yeah, they got the wine, the Screaming Eagle, man. I think it's $350 a bottle, man. $350,000 a bottle. You see? So they living good, man. But they worry about little old us who don't have nothing but this truth. Because this truth is very powerful, man. You know, that's a weapon. That's our weapon, man. You know, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. So this is what Esau feared this, man. This is why Revelation 11 talks about they stood in fear. Roughly paraphrase and talk about when they seen the prophets standing on the street corners, man. They are fear of this word, man.
Right. Because they got news. We got this. Jesus scripture says, this is take up thy sword, which is the spirit of the word. What's it? Ephesians chapter 6. Yep. You see, this is our sword. We don't have to have no news. We can tell your ass that you're gonna be destroyed before it happens. You know what I'm saying? It says, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 7. "Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us." They want to take advantage of everything. You see what I'm saying? You think you found a loophole, Esau Edom watching, and he's gonna come, like you said earlier, he's gonna come and tax your ass on that loophole. You think you finna create claim? You think you finna create cars that can run on plastic? Nope, I'm finna murder your ass. You see what I'm saying? You know, that's how Esau rolled. You know, take that back. No, take that back.
No, you can't take that.
That's yours.
Let's take backs.
That's yours.
No.
She gonna be straight to kingdom.
No. She gonna be in the far back. You know what I'm saying? Staring at a tree. Let me continue on. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 8. "Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered." Like, you gotta wait till you gotta let things spring. Before they be withered. So before they pretty much pass away. Well, now you're trying to use everything. You're trying to use everything before they go. That's how you use humans. You see what I'm saying? You have a person complaining that he got laid off from a company, and the company was like, "We're family." You know what I'm saying? You're a family member to us. We appreciate your service, and laid them off, didn't even give them a call. You know what I'm saying? One person complained about pensions. This is all over social media, how these companies, how Esau Edom ran companies, the world is just using people and spewing them out. You'll work for a company all your life, just to still not have a pension,
Yep.
just to still, you know, have to suffer even in your old age when your body can't even work.
Yep.
You see, you got a lot of people 80 years old still at McDonald's.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just hit 75, you got to look for a job.
Yep.
When they supposed to be rested, they put their time in already.
Yep.
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 You know?
That's it.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, "Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness."
So everybody got to get a piece,
Everybody.
man. You know, we all need a piece, man. That's an Esau. That's why, you know, I'm thinking about Alexander and his 4 generals.
Yep.
They all had to have a piece, man.
Yep.
And what did that piece turn into? It turned into covetousness, man. You know, which led to the war of the Diadochi, man. The 4 generals warred against each other for certain parts of Alexander's kingdom, man. See, Esau Edom can never get along with anybody, not even his own people, man.
And the scripture says, "A house divided cannot stand." Look what happened to us. We was divided.
Yeah.
And what happened? We went into slavery. So Esau Edom, you're divided. The Russians, which are Edomites, they're going to bring your ass down.
Yep.
Okay? And you are Edomite too as well. So a nation that's divided cannot stand, man. You know? It says, now in verse 1, it lets you know these are the thoughts of the ungodly, the thoughts of the wicked that we're reading. So Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 9. "Let none of us go without this part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place." Right? "For this is our portion and our lot is this." So this is what they're thinking in their mind. That's why they set up embassies everywhere.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They think the whole 30
Yeah.
but really, it belonged to the Lord's people, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Israelites. You see, it don't belong to the wicked. That's 2 of them. Okay. That's a new one right there. That's clang. I'm taking that. This Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Yeah.
Let us not spare the widow,
Yeah.
nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age." Like I was just saying. They don't respect nobody.
Nope.
You know, not even themselves.
Yeah.
You know, Edomite can see another Edomite needing help.
Yeah.
We'll have the resources to help him, and we'll look down on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, they don't care about their own. So why the fuck do you think they care about you?
You have a Edomite pocket full of cash with a 3-piece suit on. He gonna see one of his own people on the highway or whatever it may be downtown and shit, and they just look at him with disgust.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
What you do with your life?
Yeah, right.
Instead of thinking, let me help. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Man.
Yeah.
It says, let us, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 10, "Let us oppress the poor righteous man."
Right. What else more can you do? Why you want to oppress somebody that's poor, man? We already poor. What the fuck? What else can you do, man? See what I'm saying? That's why he wants to bring in that MOTB, man. He wants you to be a perpetual slave unto him, man. He's not going to be satisfied until he accomplishes that.
It says, "Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age." One time word reverence, it means to respect. They don't respect you old people either. Yeah. It says, that's why your ass got to work at 85.
Yeah. And then, you know, that's why he raising the motherfucking retirement age. You see what I'm saying? He raises the retirement age because he knows that the average human beings has the average lifespan of a human being is 70 years. Extra 10 at strength. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So he knows that the average human being dies between the age of 70 and 80, man. So that's why he raises that retirement limit, so you can never see your pension or none of that shit, man. Because when you die, your family, if you don't have a will set up or any beneficiaries or anything like that, it goes back to him, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking wicked, man.
Wicked as fuck. It's crazy.
30 fucking years, man, of money that he taxing. And not to mention, you gotta, if you want to take out of your retirement or a pension earlier, 401k, whatever it is, you get taxed on that, man.
That shit's crazy,
bro.
Man.
That's fucking wild, bro.
It's madness. So you telling me I work and each check I work with, or each check I got, you taxed.
Yep.
And then I put money from that tax check into a 401k.
Yep.
And in order for me to get that money out, you got to tax me again. That shit's wild.
And then when you take the money out, guess what? You got to file it on your income tax.
Oh my goodness,
bro. It's wild, bro.
What? So
wild,
that means that you took away from. So I got to file that money on my income tax. What if I got the child tax credit and all that shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it takes away from that.
Yep.
Bro, this nigga gotta go, bro.
Yeah, that's wicked, man.
This nigga gotta go,
You
man.
defrauding the labor of his pay, man. And that's a big crime in the eyes of Yahweh Bashar. That's considered murder, man.
That nigga wicked, bro. Man, that shit, you can't fathom that shit. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. So what's their strength? The laws that they put in place. You see, their laws to keep you down. Hey, slavery was in the law. Yep. It was lawful for them to have slaves. So it shows you how subjective the law really is, man. You know, it's only to them. They can write anything into all these different amendments. They're changing the Constitution. That's what an amendment is, right? The word amendment goes into change, right? So what are you changing? Right. Your original foundation, your original laws that you upheld. And you change it and you put into law other things, other amendments to go around the Constitution. Damn devils, man. It says, wisdom of Solomon.
Like you said, never trust thy enemies, man. Esau gonna always change some shit up. Look at the peace treaties he had with Gad. He had over 300 peace treaties.
Every time.
With the North American Indian. He broke every one, man. He does it to this day with these so-called ceasefires, man. He'll have a ceasefire, the next thing you know, missiles coming the next minute, man.
Look what he did with the Strait of Hormuz. They had a ceasefire, and now Donald Trump built a blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, and then threatened them, if anything happened to our ships, then we're going to destroy you. Like, bro, if it wasn't for that ceasefire, you wouldn't be able to set up this whole little whole little what is it called? It's like he set up a camp or like a
garrison.
Yeah, like a garrison, pretty much. And now he has control in the Strait of Hormuz when it really was controlled by Iran. You see, that shit's crazy, man.
This what he's doing is provoking them. You see what I'm saying? He's huffing and puffing. You see what I'm saying? He's, you know, what is it? Revelation 13 chapter. The lamb that had two horns and spoke as a dragon. You know, he speak. That's an action of a dragon right there. You see what I'm saying? And he's daring these nations to do something. But they ain't gonna do nothing yet, man. Because the system got to be in place first.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 12. Therefore let us lie and wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. We're contrary to them. It says he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. So we're against them. Everything that they say do, we tell you not to do. You see what I'm saying? We're the counter to them. And that's the duality of the Lord. He set up the wicked, right? But he also got his righteous somewhere. And you got to be able to have the spirit on you to pay attention to who's really of the Lord and who's not. You know? You got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 14 and 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. That's just basically letting you know the Lord is about to bring Esau, Edom down. But this is the point. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. See, that's that oppression that not only he put on the Israelites, but this is the hammer of the earth. He put that oppression on every nation, right? Even though the Lord not dealing with none of these nations, he letting you know Esau is the wicked, because he oppresses his own people. Okay? There's a lot of Edomites that shouldn't be out here on the streets right now. There's a lot of Edomites that wouldn't fall for this country that are homeless. Okay? They got nothing to look forward to, and their brother is in rulership. See, when the righteous is in ruler, that shit ain't gonna be happening. We ain't gonna oppress the people. We gonna put your ass in order, though. We're gonna make sure you in order.
In our kingdom, you won't have no homeless Israelite.
No.
You won't have a Israelite, you know what I'm saying, that's begging for food. No, man. Hey, the lowest ranking Israelite is gonna look like a king.
Yep.
You see? And that's the difference between the ones who rule in righteousness and the ones who rule in wickedness. That you can't do good to your own if you're wicked. Right? And everything you think about is gonna be wicked. You know? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 13, he professed to have the knowledge of God, and he called himself the child of the Lord. Verse 14, he was made to reprove our thoughts. You see, that's what the elect of the Lord, the Israelites, the ones who believe in the Lord, you were made to reprove the host of the wicked.
Yeah.
You were created to stand as a vanguard for the truth.
Yeah.
You see, and to go against the wickedness.
Yeah, so you got some jakes that's in the world, and they'll be like, they'll rebuke, you'll have a conversation with them, they'll be rebuking the ways of Esau, like specifically, like the most shit. You see what I'm saying? Jake will be like, man, that shit off. They're going to tend to how the so-called white man is. The majority of white men are moles, man. You see what I'm saying? Jake be studying their enemy, but not. They don't know who he actually is.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know who he is biblically, man. But they, like the scriptures say, that these having not the law are a law unto themselves. So even Jake in the world know that Esau, the so-called white man, ain't right.
It says, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 15, he is grievous unto us even to behold. You see, that's why they destroy your ass, Jake. He said you're grievous to them to behold. They don't want to look at your ass, man. And guess what? We don't want to look at you. You see? It says, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 15, he is grievous unto us even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. See? So our ways is not like theirs, man. Hey, Jacob, look out for you, man. If they're not if they're not under the following Esau Edom ways and shit, you'll have an Israelite, look out for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Israelites will look out for Edomites.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That shit's crazy, man. You have this heartfelt energy towards all these other nations that fucking destroy you, man.
Yeah, but Jake, like you said, Jake is a merciful people, man. You see what I'm saying? We gonna have so much mercy on you Edomites that we gonna destroy your ass, man. You see what I'm saying? We gotta get rid of you because you just out of line, man. You can't be stopped, man. So we just gonna put you out of your misery, man.
That's mercy.
Yeah, God.
Shit, because you fucked up, you sick.
God.
What happens when you got an animal, you know what I'm saying, that's sick, or an animal that got hit by a car or something, still alive? You by pulling it to death, you get it mercy. You see what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do to these Edomites.
Yup.
The physician cut us off the long disease. Rough paraphrase.
It says,
Esau looked scoff. You know what I'm saying? He said something in Spanish though. Last one, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Yep.
You the counterfeit. We telling you that you're not the people.
Yep, that's it.
All right, y'all not the people over there in that land. We are. We're the Lord's favorite people, chosen people. So you people are counterfeit. Go ahead. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father. That's it on that.
Yeah, esteemed of us as counterfeits, man. See what I'm saying? You got just like fake money out here that look real. You niggas don't even look like you the real people, man. So you can't even be counterfeits, man. See what I'm saying? Because we know according to Bible prophecy that the Lord is going to bring us back in that land, man. The Lord didn't bring those people back in that land. They were put over there by their own people, man. And airplanes and shit, man. Cargo airplanes and shit, man. And they wrote a piece of paper that declared it was their land. Right. See, we ain't gonna write on no piece of paper and tell us this our land, man. We gonna take it back rightfully, man. You see?
Proverbs.
Oh yeah,
This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. That's like being unequally yoked. You can't be with the wicked. The Lord is saying a just man, a man who's seeking after his heart, cannot be around an abomination. Cannot make friendship or break bread with the wicked. We're here to just use this place. We're not here to make an alliance with the wicked of this world. Okay, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said, "What? Be not of the world." okay, and the wicked, okay, who is in control of the world. That's why everything on this earth is wicked. That's why it's hard to find righteousness in a wicked ass kingdom. But that's how, like the brother was talking about, you can discern a spirit, because a wicked ass individual is going to want to do wickedness.
That's it. That's it. It's a wickedness is addictive.
Yep.
It's addicting, just like us being in the truth is addicting. You know, that same drive that you get to put up a lesson or to go out to camp and all that, that drive they get for being wicked. You know, they on fire to do wickedness, man. You know,
you'll have a conversation with a Jake. I think the scripture said the discourse of a fool is irksome, and they're roughly paraphrasing, talk about, and their sport is in the wantonness of sin. A nigga will tell you about all the wicked shit he done did, and when you correct him on that, he looking at you like you crazy,
right?
Man.
Yeah.
You did something wrong. Nah, nigga, you the one that's wrong.
Yeah.
Right? You thinking of wickedness, Isaiah 5:20.
I was just about to get that, bro.
Because you tell Jake, man, nigga bring up sleeping with another nigga woman, I'll be like, man, that shit off, man. I told the nigga, if I catch you sleeping with my bitch, I'm putting y'all both down. He said, nigga, don't check me, check the bitch. Nah, nigga, it's both of y'all.
Both of y'all.
Yep.
That's what they love to say. Nah, nigga,
she chose me. She chose me. What I'm supposed to do?
Oh, nigga, you soft over bitches. No, listen, man. A man's crown. What the scripture says.
Wife.
The glory of a man is his woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. So it lets you know how Jake feel about their women, man. Yeah. Our women are our possessions, man. Yep. You see, so when you land up with another man's woman, a jealousy come up upon that man to put y'all both to death.
That's right.
All right, and that's righteous in the eyes of the Lord, man. You know, the adulterer and the adulteress got to be put to death. A lot of times, dudes will get mad and only put the dude to death and let the woman go. And what's she gonna do? Your ass is in jail. You put one dude to death for laying with her. She gonna go get another man to lay with.
Yep.
And commit adultery with. That's why you gotta put their ass down, man.
He said, if I catch my bitch cheating, he said, I'm gonna pull my pistol out and make him.
I seen that.
Both of y'all niggas going down.
Yeah. And that's righteous, man. You know, both of you for that wicked ass act, because it's wicked, man. Y'all being sneaky and shit, you know who you belong to, bitch. But nah, hey, that's right. Your ass gotta go. You know, and the Lord is the one who brings judgment like that to cause that fiery anger to come upon the man. That's judgment from the Lord, claim. And that's it.
You got anything else?
No, I'm quick with it.
All right, when we gonna close out, Lord, was edifying. We gonna face the east and give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honor to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect. Kwam Yasharala Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala.
Bible